Hello, welcome back with another sewing video. Hopefully it's going to go better as the last sewing video. Do you remember that? That didn't really go according to plan, but I have a feeling that this is going to be way better, because you might be amazed about it, I'm amazed about it, but I'm going to make a mock-up first. I've never done that, but one goal of mine is to improve my sewing, and I think a good way to do that is to make mock-ups first, because that way you can see how the pattern works and see what adjustments you need to make so that the end product will fit a lot better. I never done that because I am lazy, and you know, why sew something twice if you can do it one time? But not this time, because I have a suit in my head, well, a one piece in my head that at first I wanted to thrift or find somewhere, but I don't think that's going to happen. So I'm going to sew it myself, because I can do that. I already cut out the pattern pieces for the mock-up. It's from a curtain that a neighbor gifted me, so thank you, Christine, for gifting it. It's been enough for making a mock-up of this suit. So, but you're probably wondering what exactly are going to make. So I've got this pattern, and I'm going to make this version of it. No sleeves, but full length, and I'm gonna make it out of this denim that I got. I already washed it. I do need to iron it before I cut any pieces out, but before I cut any pieces out, I first want to make the mock-up, because I read the reviews on this pattern, and although the reviews are good, but someone did mention that she was a short torso and for her it fitted perfectly, but I don't believe I'm a short torso, so I want to first test it out. Also, the pant legs are cropped and I want to have like full length trouser pants. And another reason is it's probably like loads of people will have this, because patterns are still like a precise fit. You still get sizes that might not fit you exactly, because I don't know about you, but what happens for me is I measure myself and then I'm spread across a variety of different sizes. Like my bust is mostly the smallest part, and then my hips are the largest part, and usually they're like 3 to 4 sizes different. And I always get confused of what size and I should actually pick, so then usually I go phone my mum and ask her opinion, and then usually go somewhere in the middle. And I thought a mock-up would also fix this problem. I still had to pick a size, but I can adjust it so it will fit me perfectly towards the end of the project. So I'm going to start with making the mock-up, and we'll report back to you once it's done. I will probably have some snippets of it, and then we're going to go to the real work and hopefully get like a really amazing suit. I'm really excited about it because I'm a person who likes one pieces a lot. For years I've worn these dungarees. The dungaree that I currently having is not in a great shape, and it's arguably never been in the greatest shape since I own it, but it's right now just I don't feel comfortable wearing it out in public. So I want something to replace that, and I just want to go a little bit more fancy as a dungarees, so I'm gonna make this one. I think it's gonna be very flattering, it's going to be very easy to style and make it feel cohesive, and I think I'm going to really love it and wear it all the time. And if I do really love it, I might make like a second and a third, just in like different fabrics, so I can have one for each day. So that's it for now. See you when I finish the suit. Well, not when I finish the mock-up enough to know what I'm dealing with. Hello, I'm in a different spot, my parents' place. And I just finished the mock-up, which was definitely a good idea to do. there are some things that I have to alter, which was exactly why I made the mock-up in the first place, so good job me. It was not too much work because when making a mock-up you don't have to do the little things like ironing and zigzagging, finishing off the edges and doing top stitches. It's all about the fit, at least for me it was. So good job. So I will put that on real quickly and discuss what I need to change. Here it is. Let's just change. So this is it. First thing that I expected to have to change the length of it. The review said that she had a very short torso and she fitted perfectly, and as expected I'm having a wedgie even when I'm standing up, and I can't fully bend over. This is the amount I can bend over, so I'm going to lengthen both the bodice and tricep part. And then we go to another obvious thing. I've got a lot of extra boob surface, which, you know, isn't really the go-to. I have decided I will keep the same size as I have, because I could choose for another cup, but because like the curve is kind of above where my boob sits, once I have cut it out from the right fabric, so like pin it and then make it fit the shape of my boob, and I want to give me a little bit of extra space here so that I can comfortably fit in, which would be easy because they have like a sew allowance of 1.5 centimeters, so I can very easily just let that go like a centimeter or like a 0.5 centimeter would probably already be quite well. Oh, and I want to add a little bit of length along the trousers, like another 3 centimeter if I have enough fabric. Like it can go, like I've lengthened them 15 centimeters already because it was a crop leg and I want to have a long leg. In theory this is long enough, but just a little bit of extra would be nice. So lengthen it, widen it a little bit and alter the boob. And I think that's it. What I'm gonna do next is cut the real fabric to make it good. Nee. Die mag er niet onder. Nee. 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 Sorry. Well, hello again. I think you can guess that we're back home. My home, not my parents' house. The last thing I did was let my mum help me with the bust reduction of the top, let her help her pin it, because like that was easier than doing it on my own, you know. She could look a little better, so I used her to my advantage. And now I'm back home. And there are a couple of things that I want to do. Well, quite a lot of things. I kind of hope that I can get most of it done today. So zigzag all the edges and iron all the stuff that needs to iron at this point. Do some top stitching on the top, and then for the bottom also iron the dart and then zigzag all the edges. I don't know if I have to do that, but I'm doing, I know I have to finish off the edges for it to not ravel, but I don't know if I need to do it on a different point, but I'm doing it now. And then I hopefully can get the pants together. And also I need to iron the pocket and put the pocket on. And then we're gonna try and see where I need to pin the pocket. No, the pocket is perfectly fine. But I need to find out where exactly I need to pin the bodice and the bottom and the pants together to get the ultimate fit. Which is probably going to take a lot of trying on and taking apart and stuff like that. It's going to be fun. I think it's going to be possible if I just work and just push through. It's raining very hard, so it's going to be a very cozy day. It also means that the lighting here is quite dark, but you know, I do not control the sun or the clouds, so we have to do with this lighting, because I don't think it's going to get actually light today. This is it. Anyway, let's get started and not procrastinate anymore. Get the iron board out.
Millennium kids that I wanna die. Wow. We couldn't help it, but you know that doesn't make it right. Like you when you're
Christmas is upon us. I'm very excited for this Christmas. Very excited. Since I moved here, my Christmas has sucked and I used to love Christmas. I loved everything about it. I'm not religious, but I do love the twinkly lights, and I love the feeling of magic in the air and coziness and the food. And I'm excited this year because I've planned certain fun things, and I'm actually going to get a tiny Christmas tree for here that I hopefully can keep alive for next year and the year after that, and I'm just very thrilled. I'm aiming for a good winter this year, or at least a better one. As you can see, we have a tiny little Christmas tree in the corner that I put up very recently. It's now the 4th of December. Hopefully this video is going to be online by September, but there are some things going on that change the schedule I had planned, both for my YouTube and my normal life. Kinda sucks, but it's not like, it's just, you know, even though I am literally just back and put up my decorations to enjoy December this year, I'm going back to my parents very soon because of some family tragedy, and I most likely will stay there till the end of December. So yeah, I heard it literally the day I put the decorations up, and I was like, I'm only gonna have like 1 weekend to enjoy these decorations. I will do that. But now, on to the thing. I made it. I finished it. It is probably my most favorite thing I ever made. So that's a good one. I'm very proud of it. It's very comfortable. It is probably going to be my most worn item of it in my wardrobe, which is good because I needed to replace my current most worn item, which is my dungarees. That just should not be seen the day of light anymore. So I made these. Are they perfect? No. But I think they are the most perfect thing I have made so far. And I am still learning, so it's okay if it has slight imperfections. The one that I'm most struggling with is that this. Can you see how it's kind of not laying flat? That's about the only imperfections that I could find, and maybe in the future I want to have the seam of the boob just slightly more centered. But I still love it. It fits perfectly, which is good because I made it so that it fits me, my body. The middle seam is right at the spot where I'm the smallest, which I measured, which I had to do because the bodice was otherwise very much too short and would give me a wedgie. I lengthened the pant legs, and I love this. I love that it's very long now because I made it so that when I wear shoes, when I wear my Doc Martens, it's just above the ground. And I also have these platforms that I think would work really well with this now. And also I'm not gonna have like coarse ankles, which is a thing that I've been trying to get better at in my wardrobe, because I normally have like pants that show basically my calf, and I was done with being cold in the winter, so I'm trying to just get full length trousers, and now this is my longest trousers yet, and I think they work so well. I feel very good in it. It feels very me. It's very comfortable. I made it slightly bigger, like I want to make a couple of versions of it, but like if I'm gonna make a summer version, I would probably make it a little bit more tight fitting, but in the winter I want to be able to wear sweaters underneath, so I've calculated that in. What else? Yes, I'm just very happy with these. I hope you can see them properly. I will just... And they got pockets. Very important. Even when I sit, they are like full on long. So I'm very excited about this. Very excited. I was going to give you more videos in December than just this one. That's not going to happen. Yeah, family tragedy. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm wishing you a very warm Christmas and a good New Year's Eve, and I will see you next year. Bye. No, I think it's outside. Yes. This last year, because last year was a disaster. It was. So, yeah. Hi. Which was very much a good idea. Yeah, just good. It's really good. Once I have... My bunny's making a mess, always nice.